This video was inspired by HexDSL's recent video complaining about Spotify. So before we start this video, I just have to quickly thank them for the inspiration. One of the most annoying things about Spotify at the moment is just how hard they push podcasts on their platform. It's pretty annoying that a site intended for music has most of its main page filled with podcasts. Trust me, I don't want to listen to podcasts on a music streaming service. But what makes it worse is the fact that Spotify pushing podcasts on their platform is actually quite malicious. Let me explain why. The reason why is that podcasts have historically always been fairly decentralized. The best way to listen to podcasts is undoubtedly through a preferably open source podcast client and RSS feeds. This means that not only are podcasts DRM free, but they're also decentralized, as most podcasts come from different sources. Spotify, however, seeks to change this. You see, Spotify's podcasts are centralized on their servers, and they're locked down with DRM. This means that Spotify seeks to take complete control of the podcasts on its site. They also want to make sure that you'll be locked into the Spotify ecosystem. You might argue that none of this matters since most podcasts will probably still be distributed through RSS as well as Spotify. The problem is, however, that Spotify definitely have the money to buy exclusivity rights to lots of different podcasts. And they have already done so by spending several $1 million buying up the most popular podcasts out there. Their reason for doing so? Making sure that you're locked into the Spotify podcast ecosystem. Now, of course, Spotify isn't the only company that's trying to destroy the open nature of podcasts. Apple are doing the same thing with Apple Podcasts, but I'd argue that they're somewhat less malicious since they don't actually host the podcasts themselves. But much like Spotify, you can't export your podcast for use in another program with Apple Podcasts. So once you start using it, you're locked in. As an internet community, we need to reject this attempt to lock down the open ecosystem that is podcasting, or risk losing one of the last popular decentralized methods of accessing content. So cancel your Spotify, dust off your DRM-free albums and RSS feeds, and enjoy some freedom.